Hi you all, it's me, Maya March, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I don't know, I said I wanted to kind of enlighten you all more about the spiritual journey I feel like that I've been on. I was gonna go live, because I was like, I bet they'll probably want me to go live, and I feel like this is maybe more of a live thing because you can interact with people. But I was just right here and I'm just like, let's do it. So a lot of people have been asking me, and I feel like that's a whole nother video that I want to like kind of get more into. Oh, and I was about to go for a run because I've been back doing my physical activity. My nails are horrible, so don't stare them too hard. I'm getting them done because my birthday coming up. But anyways, a lot of people was asking me or been asking me like, where have I been? Why was I missing from YouTube so long? I feel like that's like a whole nother video I want to get into. But to be honest, a big portion of why I left YouTube was because I was kind of going through a transition with grief. I'm pretty sure, as everybody knows, 2020 was just like the worst year possible, seriously. And it wasn't even COVID for me. Like I lost 2 loved ones, and I'll get into like a different video about that because like I kind of don't want to touch into it too much. But I lost my grandmother and I lost my brother. So I lost my brother the first of the year, January 6th, and then I lost my grandmother December 1st. So give me a second. Hold on. So anyways, I was going through a lot of grief. And when you go through grief, like, hold on guys, because I don't do this. I don't believe in that. Y'all ain't never seen that little meme, like, if you could really record yourself while you cry and we're seeing like, really? Hold on, y'all, hold on. Okay, let me get it back together, because that's deep. That's why I never talked about it. That's why I'm still right here, this point in my life where I'm still kind of grieving, because it's just kind of hard to admit. And I feel like that's the first time I've said it out loud, and especially now that I'm about to give it to the full world for whoever watched this video. So anyways, yeah, I was dealing with grief, and like I was watching this TED talk, and they was just talking about like anybody who deals with grief, a lot of times they seem to isolate themselves and they like to go into hiding. And it's it's like a basically a mechanism of, what is it, what type of mechanism is that? Like survival type of mechanism basically for us. Because when a lot of times people are coping with their feelings, we have a hard time with expressing it to other people. And then sometimes when you continuously express it to other people, sometimes people will say they feel like you're overdoing it, or maybe it's time to move on. But when I was like watching the video or this TED talk by this lady, she was saying that it's not a such thing as move on, or like a time limit of how long that a person can grieve. So that's one huge chunk of why I disappeared. I guess that I just feel like, have y'all ever hit this point or pivotal point in like your career to where you just feel like, I don't know, like with all of that, I think I ended up becoming numb. And from the numbness, I lacked creativity, or at least in my mind. It was weird because like I feel like I was keep going. And then I feel like it was no results happening for me too. So I was torn between a numbing feeling, which I'm not numb anymore. I fully acknowledge my feelings now. I feel like for a long time of last year I was suppressing my feelings, but it's just like sometimes it's a numbing type of feeling, because you don't feel alone, But I was never a person who like vocally expressed my feelings. And then when I got into a relationship where I felt like I could trust that person, and I mean like when you know, when you deep in love with somebody, I feel like my feelings was never heard. You know, they was always neglected. And you know, from a child, you know, from like growing up with my dad, I kind of already had felt that way. So then when you get into a relationship, it makes it even worse, you know. So I don't know, I've always learned to just keep my feelings to myself. But something on my heart told me it was time to get my story out, because there may be other people that's like me and just still dealing with things. But I wanted to come on here to see if I can help with a way and tell you how I'm grieving or how I'm healing, and then maybe it could be a point to help you heal as well. What I've been doing to like help myself spiritually grow a little bit more in my spiritual faith. And the reason why I keep bringing up spiritual is because usually how you feel internally is so reflected on the outside or whatever. I had a lot of good moments in 2020. Like, let me tell y'all, if I had to tell y'all, I saved a lot of money, which I'm pretty sure everybody did. I definitely saved at least like, it was definitely like over about 12,000 or something. I saved a lot of money. I moved into a new home, 2-bedroom. I'm trying to see what else, and I need to stop putting up these nails because you know I already told you about nails. Anyway, so 2-bedroom home. Oh, I got a new car. I'm trying to see, my hair grew. Okay, my hair is long. If y'all haven't checked out my new video, that's the old one actually, because I got a new one where it's even longer. But anyway, so like the beginning of this year, I went to this energy healer, and she did so amazing because it's weird. Like, I feel like I always was like just this bubbly type of person, and I know I have like energy healing myself. For a long time I feel like I repressed those emotions because I was not emotional enough in people's eyes. But now that I'm getting older, like, I refuse to live by that narrative that people are saying that, like, you know, I'm not in tune with my emotions. Like, no, I feel like I'm for sure in tune with my emotions at this point. I just don't feel the need to overly express, because sometimes that's just doing too much. Sometimes you just need to work within yourself, not always beg a person to vocally hear you emotionally, you know, unless you're in a relationship. But you shouldn't be begging, you know, you shouldn't be begging. I've done that before, won't do that again. I'm cool on it. But anyway, so I went to this energy healing session, and if anybody doesn't know, it was a Reiki appointment. Let me see if I can get the official definition for y'all. The definition of Reiki, it says it's a Japanese form, which I don't really go into the origins, but let's just say a Japanese form of alternative medicine called energy healing. Reiki practitioners use a technique called palm healing and hands-on healing, through which a universal energy is said to be transferred through the palms of the practitioner to the patient in order to encourage emotional and or physical healing. And so after my appointment, like, I definitely felt a little bit more at ease, and I do feel like a lot of my burdens were released. And since then, I've gotten into more practices. So some tips that I want to give you that helped me is that I do more. So at first, I think I used to take baths like maybe once every 2 weeks, because I was always more of a shower girl. It's convenient. I like baths, but I never was an excessive bath person. But now that I'm going to try, well, or at least trying to grow, because, you know, sometimes, you know, you can fall off, but grow more into my faith, of my spirituality, I take a lot of baths. So one thing that can really help you with unwinding like all the stresses about life and everything is to unwind with a bath. And then the next thing I would say is set new goals for yourself, like getting physically active. For a long time, obviously even last year, because we all know that the gyms closed down, I had stopped being physically active, and I learned that a part of self-love is to keep going. Movement, it just makes you feel better, and it keeps refreshing energy, so you don't want to be stuck in stagnant energy. I'm still working on this one. They say a clean home. Still working on that one, because I'm not the cleanest, but a clean home. Like, these are all just things to kind of clear your mind when you like dealing with things. And then lately I've been reading this book. It's called Chakra Healing. Now, you don't have to buy this book at all. I feel like it's like a beginner book. You know, you can always get better books or whatever, but this is just a book I found on Amazon. And it was just telling about different chakras. I don't know if you all know about chakras, but give me a second. I'll give you the official definition of a chakra, because I want us to all be, you know, in alignment with each other. Hold on. Okay, I like this definition. It says chakra. It means wheel and refers to energy points in your body. It say they are thought to be spinning discs of energy that should stay open and aligned, and as they correspond to bundles of nerves, major organs, and areas of the energetic body that affect our emotional and physical well-being. Now, you don't have to believe in it. This video is kind of for people who are kind of already in tune or want to learn more, not to view me as looking weird. Okay, I have no time for those comments, but anyway, so I've been reading this because like I want to go ahead and get my certification to become a Reiki instructor. Like I said, I'm being a little bit more in tune with just like, I don't know, like my healing powers that I feel like I always possess, but at this point in life I'm actually now accepting that I have healing powers. But anyway, so I've been reading about the chakras, and that's another part of like clearing or becoming I guess at peace in life with even the events that, you know, whatever events happen throughout your life. So with the chakras, you want to have all your chakras aligned. Now, if something is out of balance, most of the time that is the root cause of a lot of things or feelings, I would say, that's going on in your mind, and it does reflect in your body. Now, I'm going to read one in particular that I feel like a lot of people are going through, just because I talked to multiple people and I'm just like, yeah, it sounds like you going through this. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now grief that I was going through, which that's not the one I want to talk about, but grief that I was going through is associated with your heart chakra. And so basically when something is kind of wrong with your heart chakra, here we go. It says that with grief, it's a tendency to isolate ourselves. This can serve as a purpose because some of us need the downtime to decompress and process how we're feeling. However, because our heart chakra connects us to our self-love and love for others, if we isolate ourselves for too long, our heart chakra suffers from a lack of communication. We need to remember to reconnect not only with ourselves, but with other people. And then it was anxiety. Anxiety was a big one that I felt like a lot of people may need to. So you want to look into how can you get more in alignment with your heart chakra, and I can look into that. But today's lesson is more in regards to the root chakra. And we'll get to the heart chakra later, maybe in the other video if I ever post it about like my brother and my grandma going through that transition. There's two things. It's one that deals with anxiety, but the anxiety kind of can be related to like all your chakras. and then codependency. Now, at first I wasn't going to talk about codependency, but I feel like this is a good one because I be going through this sometimes too, because every human on this earth want to feel love. So sometimes, you know, we stay attached to things that we shouldn't. And it is a dependency because you sometimes, and it's not a dependency where like you rely on that person every day. Don't nobody, at least for me, I don't rely on a person every day, but like every once in a while, you know, or just having a thought of knowing that person is still there regardless if we talk or not. It's just that feeling, you know. Anyways, I'll read about it, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video with talking about this, and then I'm gonna give you techniques that you can use in regards to be more rooted within your root chakra. Okay, so codependency, I'm reading out the book. It says root chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, and the sacral chakra. So it says when we are in dysfunctional one-sided relationships where we rely on our partner excessively for most of our emotional and psychological needs, we are said to be codependent. So it says it's an addictive behavior. It's where one partner regularly sacrifices their needs and wants to help the other to the point of giving up parts of themselves, having poor boundaries and low self-esteem, feeling insecure, or poorly communicating painful emotions. And this one kind of hit hard because I do feel like, you know, at one point I was in a codependent relationship because I do feel like my feelings were neglected, and I do feel like I always put that person's feelings above mine. I have very healing energy, and I know for sure that I gave what was needed, but I never received what I needed, you know. So anyways, it says codependent relationships are often based on the fear of abandonment and rejection. There is a direct link to the root chakra where fear-based actions and feelings stem from. It says codependency arises from childhood when a dysfunctional family ignores or denies pain, fear, anger, or shame. This can include when a family member is dealing with addiction, when there is physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, or if a family member is suffering from a chronic mental or physical illness. So the last thing I'm going to read, it says with codependency, there is also an imbalance in the heart chakra, mainly because we are focused on our love towards others rather than our love for ourselves. Which often is set aside. It's a type of disconnect from our heart center. It says when this chakra is out of balance, it can lead for a lack of discernment in relationships because our self-esteem is challenged. Our solar chakra is also affected, and our sacral chakra is unbalanced. And then any feelings regarding shame, guilt, anger, or resentment will resurface in codependent relationships, as well as a lack of healthy boundaries, period. So let me find where it was talking about how we can get a little bit more grounded in our root chakras. So now the root chakra is located in the base of the spine in the tailbone area. So it's like, hold on, it would be like right here, or hold on, but it's like different meditations you can use. I'm gonna give this meditation, I'm gonna call it a day, and then after that, if you all like the session, don't forget to like let me know. Like I said, this is something I probably could have went live for, but I just ended up recording it because I don't know, like once I go outside, I'm probably gonna be on the run and I ain't gonna have time to sit down, or I may even get on live, who knows. But I just want to be more open with y'all because like I be doing all those hair videos, and sometimes I get tired, you know, of trying to keep up with being like this you know, hair guru. And don't get me wrong, I did record this hair look, but I didn't even upload it. Something wrong with me. But I was just like, I'm trying to learn how to do things that's more like easier or just in tune with me. I hope this helps somebody. But let me tell you this meditation I found to help you get a little bit more grounded in your root chakra, because that's supposed to help create a balance between you and your family and friends more. It should make you feel more secure in regards to like your finances, and make you not have as many codependent relationships as you may be hosting now. You may even find yourself holding your hands over your heart as you meditate each chakra to help connect to the chakra you're concentrating on. So it says anytime you inhale, we're imagining that we're being energized, but they said between the genitals and the anus, but let's just say that it's energizing our body. And every time you exhale, it say you're releasing fear, pain, expectations, even the codependency, grief, anything negative. So you just inhale, like so energized, but let's say love, like, and exhale, and releasing fear, we're accepting love, we're releasing grief. So just practice that. And it said just do about 3 deep breaths. And then it says that continue to breathe all the way down to your root chakra. So remember I told you the root chakra is like located like around this. It's not the one that's, it's because there's another one right under the belly, but it's not that one. So it's like right around that tailbone area. So you just want to go all the way down. So you want to feel it all in your body. Okay, and then so they say you could imagine that it's a red sphere of light pulsing and glowing larger. So it says those who identify most with male energy should swirl the sphere, so in your head clockwise, and those who identify with female energy should swirl the sphere counterclockwise. So when you're in this meditation, you either laying down or you've been calm, and you kind of just deep breathing, and you taking it from the chakra that you're trying to get to. So like I said, the root is grounded all the way down here in this area, but they said like the tailbone, they said the let me see, it's all the way down like the tailbone area. So in this area, that's the root chakra. So you want to go ahead and do a, so it's like basically saying like, I accept love, I release loving relationships, like that. So I don't know, this is just a quick tip that I have for you all. Also, changing my diet has helped with me and my mental and physical mood. I've been eating much healthier. Like I said, I've been going for runs, but you can go for a walk if that's too extensive. And just the way you view life, you know. It was just on my mind to get this video out. I don't know if it's relevant to anybody. Hopefully I help. If I didn't, I'm sorry, I'll take it down. But I'll have more. This is my first time doing this, so it'll be a little bit more informative the next time or whatever, if this wasn't informative enough. But I thank anybody or everybody who actually watched this video. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications, because I'm gonna go ahead and start going back live again. I just don't know what I'll be talking about, but for sure, you know, I'm not disappearing. That's all I gotta say. And I thank everybody basically for the continued support that I've received on my videos. If it is anything you need to see, even if it's a hair video, go ahead and let me know. I'll post this hair video. I should have had it all cute and stuff for y'all to see, but I'm gonna go for this workout. So until later, you all, I hope you have a wonderful day. Well, no, wonderful week. My birthday, April 9th. If I don't make a video, no, I'm gonna make some videos in between. But if you don't see me on my birthday, I need y'all to go over to my Instagram, show your girls some love, April 9th, and let me know happy birthday from YouTube or something like that. All right, my loves, I love you all. I wish nothing but more peace sent towards you, love and blessings. All right, bye.